Hello there, Professor Nick here. I help students crush it at college, and today I am going to tell you the 5 best books for career guidance for students so you can get your dream job fast. This is going to be part of a video series called Must Reads for College Students, where I will take a topic, explore it in detail, and give you the best books on that subject matter. If you want to stay tuned and not miss any of the videos that are coming up, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you stay notified. In this video, I'm only going to cover 5 books, but there are far more books on that subject and on other topics too. If you want the complete list of all of the books for all of the categories so you don't miss anything at all, head over to my website. I've got a link in the description and you can get that absolutely free. So with that out of the way, let's just jump right into the book list in no particular order. Number 1 is Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why. So your why is your main reason or motivation behind doing something, and you're going to find that this is way more relevant in the success of an organization than what they do or how they do it. Prime example of this that Sinek uses in the book is Apple. A lot of people try and copy Apple. They copy the user interface. They copy the devices. They copy the appearance. They even try to copy a lot of the marketing stuff. And they fail every single time. Because you can copy what Apple does, you can copy how they do it, you will not copy why they do it. You cannot steal somebody's source motivation like that. So if you have a very strong why behind why you're doing what you're doing, that is going to inform what you do, how you do it, which is critical. So get yourself a good why. Connect with your source motivation. Why are you going to school? Why are you studying that thing? Because I'm telling you now that if you don't have a good why, you are just not going to make it. Number 2 book on the list for career guidance here is Never Split the Difference by Voss. This is interesting that I might bring this one up because the book on the surface is about negotiating. Now, when you think of negotiation, you think of 2 people maybe sitting across from each other on a table, trying to figure out a price or a salary or contract or something. This is definitely one use case, but you're gonna find that in life, almost everything is negotiated. We're negotiating socially with people on what we want from our coworkers, from our loved ones, right? Negotiation is an amazing skill to have. I think you will find almost everything is negotiable in life. So when you're getting that first job, think about who is really interviewing who is hiring who here, and how are you going to get the salary that you deserve and all of the conditions that you want for your job, right? You need to learn negotiation. That book is going to make it abundantly clear. Number 3, What Color Is Your Parachute by Richard Bolles. And this one basically is talking about how you can always kind of change your career path and change directions in life, but you really need a plan to do that. So the book details how you can develop such a plan, and it also gives you these ideas for how do you go about doing a job interview, how do you go about putting yourself out there. It talks a lot also about online presence, so how do you use an online tool to manage your image and persona and stand out from the others. Number 4 is Deep Work by Newport. This is an amazing book, and you are getting it just in time because it has never been more relevant. So shallow work is meaningless cognitive tasks that are very consuming to your mental and emotional energy that don't really get you far. And this is a lot of things like sending emails and doing little spreadsheet type of things that aren't super critical to the big mission of what you're doing. You're gonna find that you can actually get a lot more done in 2 or 3 hours of very focused and concentrated work than you can get done in 8 or 10 hours of shallow work. So removing distractions and setting up your environment and kind of having a routine or a ritual. I do cover this in other videos, have some on productivity and study habits. You can check that out if you want some more details. But deep work is really critical today because we live in a very distracted world. We have so many things, devices, notifications, people competing for our attention, and we need to have that focus to succeed. If you are Generation Z or Millennial, this is especially true for you because you have been conditioned by smartphones and other devices to have kind of a shorter attention span. So this is going to help you get past that and build that long-term focus and drive that you need to be successful. Book number 5 on the list is The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, and this is considered a Stoic book. It's based a lot off of the writings of Marcus Aurelius, and one of the main things that this book is talking about is oftentimes when things are not ideal in your life, you hit a roadblock or something like that, people tend to kind of shut down. They didn't get it their way and now they're kind of upset about it. This book really reframes that experience and puts it into a positive light, that you can often find the thing that you need in the struggle that you have. When I was younger, I had a lot of trouble communicating with people and kind of just interacting with others in my environment. It was very difficult for me. So this forced me to really study social skills, communication skills, public speaking, and learning to be a more effective communicator and a better friend and a better family member and all that stuff. Because I had all of these struggles with communication and interpersonal skills at a younger age, it really forced me and just to go a lot harder to learn all these skills, and now I communicate professionally. I do this for a living, and I don't just do it in the classroom. In my classes, I also put this stuff online, and even just in my everyday life when I'm at Starbucks or whatever, I'm a much better communicator and a much more pleasant person to be around because I had those struggles at a younger age. So you always want to look at the obstacles and the difficulties in your path as being useful, right? I studied finance as my first degree, and I don't really like it. I didn't really care for it that much. But I'm so glad that I did it because I learned a lot about data and spreadsheets, which would help me when I later became a data journalist. And that was one of the things that gave me a lot of good portfolio pieces, which helped me to get my job that I have now as a lecturer in digital media. So The Obstacle is the Way, excellent book. Highly recommended. That is it for the book list, guys. Give this a like if you enjoyed. Drop me a comment letting me know what other topics you want me to cover on the channel. I also have a Facebook group if you are more interested in connecting with other like-minded peers. I'll put the link in the description there. And again, I've got that free book list on my website. Put the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. This is Professor Nick signing off, and I will see you next time.